So ladies and gentlemen, Stenom Foundation is actually launching their first fundraising gala. And we're all here supporting this vision that they have. And we're definitely going to hear more from them. But right on this red carpet, we definitely do need a picture for this one. With the amazing Curtly. Tell us, yes, you are our host. We are going to definitely know what you're expecting tonight, but you have something in store for us as well. But we need to know about this look. What inspired this green?
So I was put under pressure. I will begin by saying that. But most definitely, this look is totally 100% something that we thought about, and we said let's come together for this launch and make it something to remember. So together with the stick, to see a lot of.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Are you going to surprise us with a second outfit, second suit?
I won't preempt that. I won't preempt that. But most definitely, thank you so much, because this is all typically from head to toe from Venice Menswear. And Toki the barber, and my shoes are Shoe Guru Laundry. So, these threads are put together. I was taught something by my stylist. A big shout out to my stylist, Mr. Rocker, who came through and said the importance of dressing is the threads. And the threads are literally well put together because of that. And Mr. Rocker, big shout out to him. And we look forward to a great evening. We have a lot in store alongside my co-host, who's going around looking gorgeous. Natalie, you look gorgeous. Yes, she does. Yes, so definitely it's going to be a night to remember.
Definitely. So what are you expecting? You are the host. What are you expecting people to know? What are you expecting people to really view this and say tomorrow and say, yesterday I was at Stenom Foundation, I learned A, B, C, and D?
Most definitely the importance of Stenom Foundation at the current moment is making its footprint in Zimbabwe. And in Zimbabwe, I will not tell you that there has been a wealth of people who've come through and said they want to do this and do that. But it's unfortunate that sometimes people don't follow through with their proposals or promises. And Stenom Foundation for me means that this is the beginning of a new era and changing that narrative.
Amazing.
Yes.
Maybe you have a question. Maybe you have a question for him.
Apparently, I do not have a question apart from just bragging that this is family.
This is my cousin,
and
guys.
as you can see, and as you can see, it runs in the blood.
Yes,
I would just want to congratulate my brother right here and tell you that you're looking exceptional.
Thank you so much.
You're looking dapper. I'm glad that you're.
Tell you to stay tuned. When I came through, you said I was looking dapper, but I don't think this is the look you saw me in.
You did hit us very well. You did hit us very well. You look fresh. And yes, from Venice, and was the barber?
And
Toki the barber and Shoe Guru, of course. Thank you, Sir Curtly, and always catch Curtly Gwindi on Good Morning Zimbabwe, trending with Curtly and Good Morning Zimbabwe. Thanks so much. Good stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially begin. A very good evening it is to you, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening it is to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, and we do appreciate your patience. They say that when you begin any program ran by people who are of the black pigment, you always start with an apology. So we apologize for starting late. But we are now here at the Stenom Foundation launch. A round of applause, please, as we begin. And I'll also begin by saying that all of you, ladies, are looking absolutely gorgeous. Gentlemen are looking dapper. And I think we need another round of applause just for that. I was looking at the red carpet. I was appreciating each and every one of you as you were walking in. I will start by introducing myself. My name is Curtly Gwindi, Kurt by name and not by nature. I will be your host for the evening. We will be joined, rather, we will be enchanted a little bit later as we go on with our program. And my co-host will join me here on stage. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to give an appreciation of why we are gathered here this evening. And we are launching. We are coming to a time where we say hello. We appreciate. We want to welcome the Stenom Foundation here in Zimbabwe. And this is a foundation that is aimed to reduce youth unemployment by getting young people involved in entrepreneurship, to transform their lives, transition to sustainable livelihoods, and contribute to social and economic change. And that cuts across all divides. So this is a good cause that we are gathered here today for, and we do appreciate each and every one of your contributions this evening. I will also thank DJ iRock for holding it down during the time, Gina and the Minister of White Linen. Thank you so much for having glamorous looks and conversations on the red carpet. At this juncture as well, I also want to highlight a few housekeeping issues. The first being that if you are going to use the restrooms, or if you are in need of using the restrooms, they are to the right as you exit. You will also be able to access Wi-Fi on all your tables. There is a PIN and access code to Wi-Fi. You can connect to the internet and talk about and tweet about and write about and post about this Stenom Foundation launch that we're gathered here today for. You are also aware that we are still in turbulent times, which are the COVID-19 chronicles. So you do have access as well to some sanitizer on your tables. Please do feel free, ladies and gentlemen. This is the launch. We do have exciting lineups of people, as well as artists, as well as speakers, who we all saw advertised as we were coming to this event. I do want to also begin by observing protocol to all the guests of honor, as well as people who are here of dignity. Pachirungu Jinongonzi, all protocols observed. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our program, I will also start by asking DJ iRock to play the national anthem instrumental. As all of you, I will kindly ask to stand up as we take part in the national anthem. Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You can take your seats. All right, without further ado, we will take this time to open up this program with a word of prayer. And I am going to invite Pastor Grace Kapswara, Pastor Grace Kapswara, to open us up with a word of prayer. Pastor Grace? All right, it seems she is not with us at the moment, but the Lord is with us. So I will start with the word of prayer myself. Let us bow our heads in prayer. Our dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening, thanking you for such a time as this, where we have gathered today for the Stenom Foundation launch. And we bless the hands of the orchestrators of this program, of the orchestrators of this organization, of each and every one of the people who have come together to make this event a resounding success. We bless the speakers who are going to give us knowledge and insight as to everything we should learn tonight. And we bless each and every one of the individuals who have also poured into this organization. We ask that you take lead and take the wheel of the program. In Jesus' most precious and mighty name I pray. Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, because we are behind time, I will ask, as I promised, DJ iRock, I'm going to ask you to play a special song. Make it special, please, for my co-host who's going to join us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to my co-host this evening, none other than, I did promise you that you're going to be enchanted, and she's looking glamorous in a lovely dress that is matching with my suit from Venice Menswear. And this is the orchestrator of Style Philosophy by Nate. Ladies and gentlemen, some noise and a round of applause for Natalie Mhandu.
Thank you, Curtly, for nicely introducing me. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Natalie, there. At this point, I'm going to call Ruth Liwayo. I managed to have a conversation with her on Friday to do with the Stenom Foundation launch on ZBC TV. And she did promise an exciting and raved up program. So Ruth, without further ado, as an orchestrator and proprietor of the Stenom Foundation, what she did, Natalie, I think you can agree with me, that she told us that this was a dream for her, and her dream has come true.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Curtly, and thank you so much, Natalie. Okay. In Zimbabwe, there's, you have your corporates that are for profit, and you have the charities that are not for profit, but there's this middle ground in the middle that is not quite explored, which is social entrepreneurship. And so in creating employment, it's not just for profit, but actually we should be teaching young people to create their own employment, be entrepreneurs, but actually be able to transform their communities, because as that one individual grows, they will need a team, and they will build factories, and they'll build these big companies, and that is how we start to drive the change in Zimbabwe, both economically and socially. So that is a little bit about Stenom Foundation, and yet again, I just want to say thank you so much for coming.
Before we make some noise or hear from our very first speaker of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to profess that this is my fellow Liverpoolian. By virtue of being a fellow Liverpool supporter, I am so honored to introduce to you an entrepreneur, someone who speaks big on issues surrounding entrepreneurship, business leadership, as well as everything to do with the energy that young people have in terms of orientation and implementation of great ideas such as the Stenom Foundation. It is my singular honor, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you Dr. Nigel Chanakira. Let's give him a round of applause. Looking dapper in white and red, speaking to the Liverpool idea that I was bringing to the table. Absolutely.
Thank you, Curtly, for that introduction. There's no greater commitment than getting a Liverpudlian to come out on a Saturday evening and meet people they had never come across. I only met Craig tonight, and I'm sure I'll meet Ruth. a little later on formally. I say we are all too rich to be poor. Let's do this. I thank you.
Thank you, Doc. 100%. We are all too rich to be poor. Somebody say that. We are all too rich to be poor. And those are wise words from a decent man. And not without mentioning, ladies and gentlemen, that Dr. Nigel is a Zimbabwean businessman and philanthropist and founder of the Kingdom Bank. I think we all, if we are people who were invested in Zimbabwe from a very long time ago, we remember the Kingdom Bank. And the bank rose from humble beginnings to leading an indigenous financial services group before its exit. And his efforts continue to be recognized. As he said, he is someone who is into mentorship and social entrepreneurship. So we do thank you so much, Doc, for those wise words, as well as a meaningful contribution to everything that Stenom believes in. Your endorsement to us matters. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'll hand it over to my co-host. And we also want to recognize her as the CEO and founder of Masaido Lead, which is an entrepreneurship program that continues to grow from strength to strength through her works of recognizing everything that young people are all about. We do know that Craig and Ruth are young people who are the orchestrators of Stenom. So we do hope they win Wimbai next year. Wimbai Butao, everybody. Let's give a round of applause.
Scenic Finance will be supporting with other resources that they may need for them to push their vision in the country. With that being said, I know it was a very short speech, but I think it was very direct. We would like to commend once again the Stenom Foundation for coming up with such a great initiative, and let us support them and make sure that their vision grows. Let us collaborate with them. There are a lot of other organizations that are doing well in Zimbabwe that can partner with Stenom Foundation to make sure that whatever they are doing is a success and benefits a lot of young people in Zimbabwe. Thank you very much.
Is not only a corporate leader, but he also pushes the entrepreneurship initiative for the youth, because I personally am an entrepreneur and I learned so much from him from a distance. Dr. Lance Mamudiani, everybody.
Just one thought, that is Zimbabweans, as human beings, as people, as fellow neighbors, our core is to make sure that we are encouraging each other, is to make sure that we are holding each other's hand, is to make sure that we are showing the light more and less than we do with our fights. I always conclude by saying this because I always believe in it, that you have to do good by you first. When you're done, please do good by others. Thank you so much for inviting me and wishing all the success for Stenom Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. A round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Natalie, now I understand why he is your personal favorite. Yes, because he did say, don't downgrade your dream to fit your reality.
Yes.
And that was powerful for me. But I also have a question to you, Dr. Lance, as you take your seat. Are you proud of our generation, Natalie and my generation? Dr. Lance, are you proud of our generation? Very. Thank you. That's a vote of confidence.
Yeah, and I also took note of the fact that, in other words, you said that we should strive to defy all stereotypes pinned on us by society, because the aim is to grow. We are not the future of tomorrow, but we are today. So I thank you so much, Dr. Lance, for that. And without wasting much time, I will let my co-host introduce the next speaker.
All right. At this point, I want to bring a gender balance to the podium once again. And at this point, we want to introduce a womanpreneur. And this person who's coming to speak to us and give us a few of her words and thoughts and wealth to this Stenom Foundation launch is none other than Cleopatra Makoni, whose vision is to continue redefining the passenger road travel and tourism in Zimbabwe through offering safe and affordable and efficient world-class travel solutions. And she's managed to do this, growing from strength to strength, and in a big way. We should welcome her to the podium as she speaks to us this evening. A big round of applause for Cleo Makoni, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, I want to bring a gender balance to the podium once again. And at this point, we want to introduce a womanpreneur. And this person who's coming to speak to us and give us a few of her words and thoughts and wealth to this Stenom Foundation launch is none other than Cleopatra Makoni, whose vision is to continue redefining the passenger road travel and tourism in Zimbabwe through offering safe and affordable and efficient world-class travel solutions. And she's managed to do this, growing from strength to strength, and in a big way. We should welcome her to the podium as she speaks to us this evening. A big round of applause for Cleo Makoni, ladies and gentlemen.
Trust me, this country is not for the faint-hearted. I've been in the trenches. I know what it's like. I remember saying to Ruth, I'm the only person in my whole family who's got a green bomber passport. Who knows what that is? I'm the only one who's got a Zimbabwean passport. In my entire family, I'm the only one. So they call it a green bomber passport, meaning everybody else is British, whatever it is, they've all gone. But I stayed because I knew what I wanted.
Most definitely. Ruth and Craig, I want to make this categorically clear. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to ask a question in this room. How many people have attended a launch of a charitable organization, of something tichaita izvi, tichazodai, mungatipa mari todai? By show of hands, please. By show of hands. Just anybody? No? No one's attended that? Yes, we all have. And the difference now that I am postulating to these young people who have come together and made us come together is that the idea behind this is big enough to propel the efforts that are going to be made. And I want each and every one of you to give a round of applause for coming together and believing in this dream at this point. Let's give a round of applause to each other. I myself am dressed by Venice Menswear, and a few other people in the room are dressed by Venice Menswear. I will not mention names, but I'm a proud ambassador. I'm pretty sure if you go outside, you will see a Holy 10 banner there. And that's Venice Menswear. That's the power we have. And my haircut is from Toki Barber. My shoes are by Shoe Guru Laundry. So, like I said, what's an evening without entertainment? We're out here entertaining you, but we can only go so far. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce a hit maker. Someone who is also going to help us digest our food.
An award winner.
An award winning. Oh, I forgot that part.
An
Yeah.
award winning hit maker.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, as you saw advertised, we as Stenom Foundation, everything we advertise, we deliver. And at this point, I want you to give a big round of applause to Victor Kunonga as he comes up, ladies and gentlemen. And I also want to put it on the table, as you are going to put your plates on the table, that dinner is served. It is going to be a buffet dinner, and we will begin. Zvinonzi pachishona ndiso anotangisa kushedzwa pakuenda kuchikafu. 2, 1, 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be invited to take your plates. So please just wait. We will have ushers who will usher you to the buffet. A lovely dinner, I must say, with a starter, a main, as well as a dessert. So I'm prepared to be divulged in this amazing meal that Meikles has prepared for us. Thank you. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I quickly want to acknowledge the presence of all our speakers. We also want to acknowledge the presence of our guest of honor, who I feel needs a very healthy and wealthy introduction.
Yes.
So everybody needs to come back. Please, can we all come back
And take a seat.
and take our seats? If you're getting your dessert, please hurry up, finish up, as we'd like to proceed with our program.
And I would also like to call upon Craig and Ruth. Can you kindly return to your seats?
Yes, Craig and Ruth.
Craig and Ruth, can we kindly return to your seats? Are you going to announce the guest of honor?
All right.
Do you want me to do
I
the
think
honors?
it's time now. It's time now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a wealth of conversation around young people and the development of what it means to be part of Stenom Foundation. We consider all of you in this room stakeholders. So thank you very much for that. At this point, I will give the stage to our guest of honor, who is in representation of the Honorable Minister of Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation, and on her behalf is going to be, that's Dr. Kirsty Coventry, and on her doctor's behalf, we are going to have a representative from that exact ministry who's going to come and speak to us, and this is Nomsa Moyompofu. Let's give a round of applause as she comes up.
The powers vested in me today as representing the minister, I declare Stenom Foundation officially launched. I thank you.
This particular launch is about. Now that we're officially launched, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take this time to hold up Enchantress. Let us hold up our phones, or hold up our glasses rather. For me and Enchantress, it's our phones. Let's hold up our glasses, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold your glasses up.
And on 1, 2, 3, it's going to be to Stenom. All right. 1, 2, 3, to Stenom. I didn't hear that. 1, 2, 3, Enchantress, to Stenom. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Clink, clink. And a round of applause, please, 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 please. All right. As we proceed with our program, ladies and gentlemen, like we rightly said, we are rushing through it. And Enchantress,
Yes,
we
sir.
obviously want to hear from the proprietors, the people.
Yes.
We want to hear what they have to say to us.
Yes.
We do know Ruth spoke to us earlier,
Yes.
but we also want to hear from the man in the white jacket.
Yes, we need to hear from the CEO himself.
The CEO.
Let me praise him first before he comes.
Okay.
Your Excellency,
Yes.
the man of the highest rank in Stenom Foundation.
Mukuru wediri.
Muridzi wenzvimbo.
Honorable
Honorable Craig. A round of applause for the CEO of Stenom Foundation, guys.
All right, let's give it up for Craig,
Let's give it
ladies
up
and
for
gentlemen. Also known as Mr.
Mr.
Rocker.
Rocker, the fashion
Yes,
designer.
yes, 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 yes. Samazona the fashion, badara, guys. Let's look at him come up and
Can I describe his
appreciate
outfit?
his style.
Curtly, can I describe his outfit?
Yes,
for
please.
our
Yes,
audience?
please. Oh, please.
Yes, kindly.
What is the
open the
crossband?
button. Yes.
Look at
So,
that, ladies and gentlemen.
I will speak as the connoisseur of elegance, as you all know me.
Yes,
The stylist herself.
yes.
He's wearing a cashmere jacket. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Whoever said progress was a slow process was not talking about Stenom Foundation. God bless you all and see you again next year. Thank you.
Thank you. You actually, that was short and sweet.
Very well
I
articulated
like
as
that.
well.
Well done. Just like your dressings, and I like your shoes.
It's another round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. That was the CEO there. He calls himself the CEO.
Okay,
Self-proclaimed.
so without wasting people's time,
Yes.
Kirti, it's time for the silent auction.
Yes.
So we would like to call upon Timmy to come on stage and handle the auction.
Who's about to come on and auction to you.
He's a veteran.
He's a veteran in the game. And he's going to get a lot of people talking. Yes.
You need this.
Sorry, guys. Toki Baba. Mugere Mukuru. Variable. Ndimi wacho. Munogera. Kugera musoro imari.
Ka 15 kasina basa.
Anza kugera musoro. Kugera ndevu chete.
Muninge mawa kutokwira ndege kwenda ku France.
Kugera musoro i-15. Kokusheva.
Kusheva. Kuninga wakwenda ku Italy man.
And kuda ma figures. Because I'm here because of figures. For numbers. Kugera musoro imari.
$15.
Kokusheva ndevu chete.
Kusheva ndevu ngatiti $5.
Komukandita zvokundisheva musoro. Zvinenge zva $5. Venice. Yes. Koinda musina ndipfekedza kumana. Ndangozvipfekedza ndega because ndanyara ndikati akumana zvinhu zvandarara ndakapfeka. Ndozvandakuenda nazvo kuMeikles ndakapfeka futa kumana.
Quite an exciting session there.
Very exciting.
Most definitely, and that comedic edge is exactly what makes him undefined, uncompeted actually, as a team in our board. So another round of applause there. Another round of applause, and thank you so much for your pledges. And we're also happy to announce that for $450, all of these art pieces have been bought. And all those proceeds are going to be going to Stenom Foundation. So thank you so much to a silent donor who's come through. Thank you. Absolutely. And Madam? Okay, you wanted to come. You want me to come. You also have some money that you want to give us as Stenom.
How much do you want?
We want $5,000.
Only.
$5,000.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so overwhelmed. Well done to Stenom Foundation. See you at the top. There is no room here. See you at the top.
Congrats to Stenom Foundation. You just earned a very great gift from Jackie.
Oh yes, not undermining any of the gifts that have come, but most definitely the power of social media has been understood. Ladies and gentlemen, it has indeed been a pleasant evening. You have been an amazing crowd, and each and every one of you deserve a round of applause, a round of shots, a glass of wine. I know you don't drink, Enchantress, so a glass of water. Okay, so that's fine. We'll have a drink after this. But please, the evening is ours, and to grace the stage, before we go, Enchantress, we want to introduce a singer and
an artist.
An artist. She's an artist, and she's a personal friend of mine, very devoted to the Lord's work. And I'm pretty sure her music resonates with that. We will be entertained by her as we proceed with the evening. And before we go, my name is Curtly Gwindi, Kurt by name and not by nature. I am a host on ZBC's Good Morning Zimbabwe. I have a show that airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday called Trending with Curtly. I am also a proprietor of the brands that were being spoken about, that we pledged towards Stenom Foundation, and a brand influencer once again. And it has been a pleasure being your host, and I do look forward to hosting with Natalie again. Natalie? Stenom, I want to say Stenom, Craig, and Ruth, the partnership, Natalie, it doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop here, and each and every one of you have a role to play in terms of continuing that excellence that we have just begun. So, one more time, glasses in the air. We're going to do the same toast. This is to Stenom. 1, 2, 3. To Stenom.
To Stenom.
All right, cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheyenne, let's give her a round of applause.